Hey, what's up? This is Pop Sizzle Bang. 20 goal setting and motivation questions tailored for depression, anxiety, and phobias. How can I set realistic goals when depression makes everything feel exhausting? Okay, I haven't figured this out yet. Because, yesterday, I felt so depressed, I could not even get up out of bed. It was like waves of psychosomatic depression. But today, I'm in a much better mood because I've reinvigorated myself with purpose, however so small or insignificant from any outside perspective. I just chose something that I know really makes me happy and I decided to work on it without any stigma or judgment attached to my decision. What's the best way to break down big goals into small, manageable steps? Just say you have this really big goal and you know you're not going to accomplish it in one day. So, what can you accomplish towards achieving this goal every day? Break it down into the things you need to start doing daily. How do I set goals that don't trigger my anxiety or feel overwhelming? You got to make goals that are defined by your own success. You got to make your goals about making yourself happy and making yourself satisfied. So there's this thing where athletes will picture themselves standing at a podium with the first place ribbon or trophy. They visualize it and then they'll recognize what the base feeling is when they've won. And then they'll start tailoring their regular habits and their smaller goals to things that achieve that feeling. Like for me, 5 years from now, I would be comfortable, right? Secure, and comfortable. So I could start by saving a little bit of extra money every month. What should I do if I set a goal but feel too anxious to start? You got to have an accolade, okay? You need to have an accomplishment. You need to have one thing to really get you to start moving. That you can be "Ooh, I had a success," and you can just jump forward off of that success. A friend of mine has PTSD, and I told him that he should get his motorcycle license and then become a bartender. How can I set goals around facing my fears without making my phobia worse? One of your goals should be a safety checklist. Before you go out facing your fears and overcoming your phobia, you want to make sure that you have everything in place in your environment and your surroundings so that you are always 100% safe, despite the possibility of something going wrong because you're facing your phobias. How do I set daily goals that help with motivation but don't add pressure? Why don't you set some trivial goals? Like how sometimes on my to-do list I have tie your shoes so that I can just take a minute to do something trivial, such as tie my shoes. But when it's smaller pieces of a larger goal and it's something you're trying to do every day, you should focus on what makes you happy 80% of the time. What if I set a goal and fail? How do I recover without falling into self-blame? A lot of people might tell you that you have to get back up. They'll throw in the word resilience. But what do you do when you get back up? You have to act so fucking cool with everything that went down, like you ate so much shit, but smile like a big shit eating grin. That's the only way you can do it, okay?